Hello Caffeine Fiends and welcome to another coffee review video for www.getbean.com. I'm Vince the Mean Bean Machine and today we're looking at Bro Coffee. Now, Bro come from Northern Ireland. Apparently they're a small kind of family coffee roaster. They send you a nice little handwritten note that explains a bit about themselves. They're a family business, like I say, from roasted in small batches locally in Codown, so I'm presuming that's County Down. Yeah, so they send you a nice little note when you buy your coffee. So fantastic. Now, before I start, I'm gonna have to pick an issue here. They sent me the coffee, I paid for shipping, don't mind paying for shipping, that's the nature of things. I had to pay £3.50 extra because they'd underpaid on shipping. Now, I'm not going to personally hold them to that because they were sending from a Northern Ireland address to an English address, and with this little thing called Brexit, that whole border has just become a mess. So, not holding them to it, but they may want to look into that because I had to go to the post office and pay an extra £3.50 essentially. They refused to deliver my coffee, which is a nightmare. Anyway, that aside, they've sent me this lovely bag of coffee beans. I say they've sent me, I had to pay for the privilege of it. $6.25 for 250 grams of their double award-winning house blend. So what does their house blend involve? It's Brazilian, Colombian and Honduran beans. Three origins. Punchy and memorable. Here's hoping. Dark chocolate. Hazelnut. Fruit. Alright, so when your tasting notes just say fruit, I'm instantly suspicious. Fruit is very broad. I'm presuming they mean like berry fruit, but fruit? Alright. Dark chocolate, great. Hazelnut, great. That's the notes I like to look for, hoping for rich and smooth. Yeah, that's what I like. Great body cereal aroma, interesting. Notes of malt. Oh, here we go, a bit more detail. Notes of malt. Chocolate and plum with a medium acidity. All right. Prolonged hazelnut. So here's me thinking they've not done their tasting notes in too much depth, and they go really into depth at the bottom. That's why you should always read the label first, kids. So great body, cereal aroma, notes of malt. Oh, I like that. A nice kind of a chocolatey, malty drink. Sign me up. Chocolate and plum, so rich, sweet, possibly a bit sickly, coats the tongue, syrupy, that plum maybe, medium acidity, good, like a bit of bite, not too much, prolonged hazelnut aftertaste, nice, smooth, nutty, and great with or without milk, good, because we're going to try it both ways. So before I grind this up, I'd like to tell you how I got a 10% discount on this bag of beans, thanks to the people over at Reward Days. So Reward Days is a little app you can download, and it's a habit tracker essentially. It helps you give up bad habits, so you can track the days that you've gone without, doing X, Y, or Z, and you get rewarded with, discount codes off of coffee beans and various other things. It's not just coffee, you get alcohol-free beer. They've got a lot of partners, to be honest. I'm only interested in the coffee, but they've got a lot of stuff on there. And as someone who has given up, amongst other things, alcohol, I can attest it can be pretty hard. So to have that sort of, habit tracker, and you don't have to use it for giving up alcohol. It could be any kind of bad habit or thing that is having a detrimental effect to you, and you just kind of plot in the days, and it gives you that kind of physical reminder of how well you're doing, plus you get rewards, discounts and things, vouchers, so on. So do check them out on the App Store or whatever the equivalent is on Android. Anyway, Google Play? That sounds right. Anyway, thanks to the lovely people over at Reward Days, I got a discount code on that, but normally it's $6.25, and I got 10% off. they also do coffee subscriptions that you can get money off. So, cool. Anyway, as I was saying, this is award-winning. So it's got a Great Taste Award and an Irish Food Awards. But does it match up to some English ponce grinding it up in his kitchen for a YouTube review? Let's find out. Espresso shot, lovely. When you're grinding the beans up, there is a fantastic kind of maltiness to it, and you do go, you know, nice. There's a bit of tingle there, that kind of malty tingle sets you back. So you smell it though, and there's this fantastic darkness coming off it. I don't think it'll be too rich. Smelling that, there's something about that quite. I mean this as a compliment. This is going to sound weird, but there's almost something petrol-y about it. You know, not like, oh, look at that thick, goopy sludge that tastes like petrol, but there is something petroleum-like about it, and I can't put my finger on it, and I know that doesn't sound good, but I mean it as a compliment. And there's going to be a weird few people out there who are like, yeah, I know what it means. Anyway, let's give it a go as a shot. I have a feeling I'm not necessarily going to like this as a shot. Might be a bit strong for me. You know, I'm a bit delicate when it comes to black coffee. Anyway. Chin chin. Whoa! Whoa! That's bizarre, is what that is. In a good way. That's really weird. It catches you at the back of the throat, but it doesn't clutch. You sort of take a sip and go, oh, that's dark. But then there's no clenching there, or, you know, you don't go. It's incredibly smooth, and you kind of finish it and you go, or you finish your mouthful, and you realise there was no clutch, there was no kind of grabbing at the throat, and it just went down really smoothly. But there's this kind of heavy sort of metallic layer to it. By the way, I know I'm saying things like petrol-y and metallic, but those aren't, you know, digs. It's a really nice coffee. I'm not getting the fruit at the moment. The dark chocolate, you know, when you get pure dark chocolate like cocoa, almost just cocoa, it's like that. It's that really, there's no sweetness to it, but there's that really rich, intense flavour. That's what I sort of mean. That's what I mean, and that's it's starting to click now. Like, yeah, that's the dark chocolate. The maltiness and the cereal aroma comes through with the scent. Not particularly getting that at the moment, but the dark chocolate, woo, plum. I don't know. Let's reassess the situation. Not so much. I can see it, but not so much. That smoothness would be the prolonged hazelnut aftertaste. But because of how intense that is, I think that would be a fantastic latte, to be honest. That will wake you up in the morning, but not with a bite, with a... Yeah, I think the chocolatiness will become, if you add milk, that becomes really creamy, and suddenly you've got a rich, powerful, yet milky and creamy morning drink, and you go, you know, you're in the zone there. So let's give it a go as a latte. Not entirely sold as an espresso shot, but there's a reason I don't really drink espresso shots. So yeah, give it a go as a latte, see what we think. oat milk latte, if you don't mind. Not a bad pour. Should have done better with the pattern with that style of milk. Look, it's been a while. Anyway, style of milk? Anyway, the milk was frothed quite nicely. I should have done better. It looks good. Let's hope it tastes good. Yes. Yes. That intensity, that really, really kind of incredibly intense dark chocolate, pulled right back. Still very much there. Still very dark. But pulled right back by the creaminess of the milk. Sorry, I'm putting oat milk in my moustache. Anyway, it still has that rich... What I would like, personally, is just a little bit more sweetness, just to complement that chocolate tone. But that's my, flavour preference. That's not a dig or a complaint. If you like rich, dark chocolate, if you really like that intensity, that is a great coffee. I'm still not really getting the plum. I guess there's a sort of... I'd like maybe a bit more plum to come through. But that chocolatiness, yes. That hazelnut smoothness, yes. The maltiness that you smell and the cereal notes you smell, don't get it too much, but really rich, really intense. Not sweet at all. Don't be picking this up going, that'll be a sweet coffee with chocolate and plum. It's not. It's not. It's intense as heck. But I'm enjoying it a lot. A lot. Well, so yeah, let's give it another sip. I suppose if you sort of sip it, those cereal notes, that may just be the oat milk. Oat being, a cereal. I think those cereal notes really come out with oat milk, but that may be because of the oat. You get me? So I can't really comment on that. I feel like they're there. I feel like they're there. They may just be drawn out a bit more by oat. I think if you are a dairy drinker, I don't know why I felt the need to moo then. Yeah, you might not get it as much, but very enjoyable. I'm going to go away, have some thoughts, write them down, and then I'll relay them back to you. In the meantime, do hit those like and subscribe buttons, and do check out my friends over at Reward Days. Get them on your phone, check them up online, see what they're all about. Give them a go. My final thoughts on Bro Coffee's House Blend. As you can see, straight in with the 4 stars. I've put aside my personal biases of kind of flavour profiles, because I wouldn't naturally be drawn to that, but it was incredibly intense and a really enjoyable experience in terms of what it is for coffee. I'm really glad I've tried it. I'm not going to buy it on the regular, but it is something I will happily recommend. Fantastic. So it's intense, very intense, yet smooth. So it's very dark with that cacao, almost raw chocolate notes. Any I suppose vegans out there will probably know what I'm on about. Raw chocolate, that really kind of intense, almost gritty chocolate. But if you're into that, this is a coffee for you. And it goes down really smoothly though, so there isn't, you kind of sort of expect a grittiness or something that clutches your throat with how intense it does, but it doesn't. It just slides down smoothly, which is really threw me initially. A bit bizarre, considering you're sort of programmed for certain things, but it works well, and I think it works extremely well with milk, in this case oat milk. So Bro Coffee, your house blend, 4 stars, fantastic. All right guys, do give us a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and also do check out my friends over at Reward Days. Take care, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye.